right, well, today's threat assessment should, quite frankly, put the fear of God into just about any parent. I know it does for me. I mean, think about this. The potential consequences when people fall under the spell of this transgender ideological movement, which is absolutely getting out of control. The guest that we're about to talk about or speak with, his name is Adam Vena. In a dispute between him and his girlfriend, which was the mother of their child, the California court system sided with the mother, which resulted in him losing visitation and custody of his child. Why? Because he refused to let his 2-year-old son wear dresses. He was being taught to do that by his mother. Now, the child was even evaluated, and it was determined by a shrink at such a young age that he did not suffer from gender dysphoria. It was gender curiosity. But it was not determined either that the child was in any danger. But a judge, known to be an activist in favor of the radical LGBTQ movement, did the unthinkable. I don't want to give away too many details and take the wind out of Adam's sails because I want you to hear this outrageous reality straight from him. With that, let's welcome in Adam Vena. Adam, I am sorry you're going through this. As a father, this would be the absolute end of my sanity. How have you coped with this? And tell us how you got to this point.
Like you said in your the first part, it started when he was 2, when I received my first picture from him being put in a dress. I spoke out against it, and I felt that I had stopped. But on my son's 3rd birthday party, he told me that mom had bought him a dress. Dang it. Sorry. He told me that mom bought him a dress, and I told him very calmly that you're a boy and boys don't wear dresses.
Yeah.
Couple days later, I sent 46 text messages telling her that my son is a boy and he does not wear girls' clothes, and please don't treat him that way.
Seems fair.
And because of those 46 text messages, she put me on a restraining order. And I've been on a temporary restraining order for almost 2.5 years now.
So hold on, I don't mean to interrupt you, but let me get to the bottom of this. So you sent a bunch of text messages, be like, please stop dressing our kid up in girls' clothing because he's a boy. Was there any other discussion that happened? Was this just like her unilateral decision to do this? And do you think the child, your child, would have done this had not been prompted by the mother of the child?
No, because when I had my son physically, there was no indications that this was going on. No indications. If there was an indication, I would have dealt with it as a father should. But he was a normal, perfect little boy, and they have completely destroyed and damaged my son. The Children's Hospital of Los Angeles would not allow me to sit in the assessment. When I hired my own child therapist to sit in on behalf of me, they would not allow my own child therapist to sit in with him. And when I wanted a phone conversation from the doctor from Children's Hospital, I still to this day have not received a phone call to ask my own questions, to ask for anybody to ask me how I feel. Not one time has anybody, the court, the lawyers, nobody has sat me down and said, Adam, how do you feel, or what do you think is going on with your son? And I told him in court, I said, if you would have sat me down and asked me what was going on with my son, you would not have the pissed off father that you have today. But because of your guys' actions, this is why you have an upset and angry father on your hands.
Look, I have 3 kids. I can't imagine if the state tried to take my kids from me, it would be on. Adam, where are you at now? Like, is there any correspondence with your, the child's mother? Is there any movement forward? Do you have any hope on the horizon?
I have hope because of the people that have picked up my story.
Mm-hmm.
Patriot Barbie, Isabel Jamroca, and Mom Army, they have been so helpful for me. I had support from family and friends, of course, but I felt really alone in all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And with those people that are helping me and stepping up, it gives me hope. But because of my son's diagnosis change that happened in November, it went from gender curious to gender dysphoria. And from my understanding now, in the next 4 years, that's when puberty blockers can start on my son.
I mean, like, I'm not a lawyer, Adam, or anything. I feel like there should be, I'm at a loss of words here. I feel like there should be some mechanism for you to stop the crazy. I mean, this is your kid. When was the last time you saw him, real quick?
I haven't physically seen my son in 2.5 years. I mean, in 2 years. The judge ordered 2 FaceTime conversations with my son, which were 15 minutes. And I was allowed to see him for 15 minutes a day. November 1st, when we went back to court, some of the decisions I made have felt that they have been forced upon me. And right now she has full custody because what I wanted to do is to limit the damage. Yeah. And because of this, it seems that the damage has been completely, it's out of control.
And you can't undo it. You can't undo it. Adam, I'm sorry that you're going through this. I'm at like a loss of words, man. I'll be honest with you. Like, I would be so ticked off if this has happened to me. So I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate your composure. Keep us posted if there's anything I can do personally. You have it, man.
I appreciate that. And then I also have a Give, Send, Go set up for myself that they have set up for me. It's Give, Send, Go givesendgo.com/save Adam's son. Okay. And right now we're trying to find an attorney that will help me out.
All right. Well, Adam, I appreciate it. Keep the faith, brother.
Thank you,
I'm sorry you're going through this.
Thank you. I appreciate everyone. I really do.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Can't believe this. Coming up, Dems seem to have a knack for choosing the worst people to represent them, like that judge, probably. That and more. Culture Clash coming up.
My name is Linda, and I'm 76 years old. I always wanted to take a nap after lunch, and I just couldn't hold my eyes open. And since I've been taking Balance of Nature, I've been able to relieve myself of this slump and get on with my day. I want to keep living my life with energy, and Balance of Nature helps me do that.
For a limited time this summer, get $25 off your first order as a preferred customer, plus a free fruits and veggies travel set